Hello everybody. Well, it has been a very, very long time since I've done a video blog, and there's been a reason for that. Well, let me just start off by talking about the Lionsgate portal. It opened on the 26th of July and it peaks and culminates on the 8th, which is this Sunday, and then it starts to kind of like phase out. I think it closes on the 12th. But by that time, I'm not really worried because the Lionsgate just brings up so much energy and it's quite intense that by the time you've got past the 8th, you're like, oh my God, over the other side of the mountain. So 12th, whenever, you just know that you're on the other side of the mountain, right? So that's all you need to know. So I am blogging from my other home, Zimbabwe. I'm really blessed to be here. I was only here a couple of weeks ago. But Zimbabwe, and I live in Cape Town as well. Cape Town is rah-rah for me and it's go, 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 and it's very beautiful and picturesque. But there's something about Zimbabwe which is so deeply spiritual, and the land, and especially obviously my home, so deeply grounding. And it's a place where I come that I just go, and I think that that is where we need to start this video blog, right? Just taking some breaths in and just going, and just coming into your space. Because the reason I've not been blogging or doing anything is I've been so on my inward journey, actually giving compassion and honoring my process. Coming away from the busyness, really going against the sentences that begin with "I should be doing," or I should be here, or I should be there. That's all null and void now, because you shouldn't be doing anything except basically what's in your heart. And at this stage, it's about being still. Now, I want to go into the Lionsgate and the purpose of it a little bit more depth, right? What you can be experiencing, all right? Well, what it's all about, first of all, is plugging you into your leadership and your power. Okay, and your purpose, right? Finding your lion's roar. So every year is very sort of turbulent, let's say, because it digs deep and it really, really gets shit to the surface, and it comes at you every which way, shape or form. And it's always a timeline that us spiritual peeps always laugh about, because we can't wait for the Lionsgate to come, and then when it's here, it's like, let it be over. This is too much. And I think this year, what I've observed is a lot of people that work with the energies of, actually, nobody's really holding that many ceremonies. We've all gone very quiet and we've all come inside, because this particular Lionsgate is all about laying to rest all of the stuff that doesn't work for you anymore. It doesn't work for you. It's now time to put it down. It's now time to disengage from it. It's now time to, and I'm not just talking about this life, I'm talking about past life stuff as well. Think of the word culmination, all right? Culmination is basically like this point. That point there, but that's the point we're working with. Everything has gone to that point, and I spoke a lot about that in my other video that I did a while back. But it is culmination. It's everything you've worked on, good, bad, or ugly, just coming back to that point and now collapsing it all down so we can open up to a brand new way, a brand new earth, a brand new you, right? But this particular Lionsgate is very deeply rooted in that. Major endings, okay? Because we're now in this new cycle, okay? We're talking about new earth landing. That's the new you. This is the new way to vibrate, the new way to be. If you do the work, if you are prepared and ready in a focused awareness to see what's going on around you and work with it and allow it to just come into closure, right? So culmination, that is where we're at right now. And where you're going, nobody knows where we're going right now, but we know it's a lot better than where we've been, okay? So now there's a moment of trust, and there's almost like a pause, a stillness, where we have to just go into our center and just be there. And that's exactly where I'm at. And I'm going to give you an example of where I've been redirected to. I said to Spirit, right, I'm here to do some big work. I'm downloading the codes. This is what we're going to do. Me and my friend San decided to go and book in some very powerful mountains in Cape Town, the Cedarburg Mountains. And the first one got cancelled on us, the accommodation, booked another place. Lastminute.com got cancelled again. So we were sat there going, well, where am I supposed to be? Where am I supposed to be? Then I get a phone call and my husband's like, I need you to get to Zimbabwe. We're going to Kariba. So I'm going to the bush to be with my family, and I'm not doing any medicine ceremonies or bringing any codes. I'm going to be with my family on a huge, powerful lake in the middle of the bush on Lionsgate. And there's no cell phone network, there's nothing. And I'm like, well, Spirit, where's the work? And they're like, that is the work. That is the work. So I took a moment, because I'm always go, 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 go. I'm a bit of a robot when it comes to that. Get stuff done. That's what I'm lying into culmination. That is what I'm lying down into closure. That way of basically being in creation mode full on all the time. You need your ebb and flow. And this is where it's really important that you are still. And I keep using that word, stillness, 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 honor, compassion for self, because you don't know energetically what's going on inside of you. But let me tell you, it is a lot. This lion gate, I mean, it's no joke. It's the lion energy. Lion's Gate comes in like a freight train and it causes so much chaos, and usually you feel like you're just dying over Lion's Gate because this is happening and that's happening and it's coming at you, but it's actually like, I'm going to use the word force, it's actually forcing you to just break, so you just come to this point of stillness. But we don't have to do it like that, because you come to the point of stillness willingly and just allow this space to breathe like this and be part of that, okay? And then just allow this energy to pass, because you are receiving codes and information and downloads, whether you're spiritual, let's get rid of that word, whether you're connected to your spirit or not, it doesn't matter. Whether you are completely sleeping and you're in a slumber and you don't even know what energy is, you're getting your downloads, it doesn't matter, we all are, okay? So just allow that to come in and allow your system to receive it, because there's going to be more than enough time is illusion anyway, but there's more than enough time for you to get busy with whatever you're going to be doing. But after Lion's Gate, and probably next year, you're not going to be doing the same anyway. So sit still, be still, honor thyself, so you can be shown exactly where you should be, not where you think you should be, right? Big difference, because just allow your higher self to guide you, allow your guides to guide you, allow the Lion's Gate to guide you, and you will be shown. You will be shown if you sit your ass down and you're still enough, though. Do you know what I mean? Because if you're not, you're going to be one of those people in the washing machine getting the shit smashed out of you until you actually listen, and then you're probably going to be spat out at the end of it like a wet cloth on the floor, and just be like, what the hell just happened? So I think it's about a choice about how you want to travel. You want to do first class, or you want to do cattle class at the back of the plane, sitting next on a two-seater next to a real fat dude who hasn't washed for a week. That's up to you. Where are you choosing to be? Okay, so also I was just sat channeling Isis, like you do, but like Isis is my higher self, if you like, Isis and my Egypt peeps, my Neteru. Isis always comes through, first of all. She's just the divine mother, isn't she? And she brought through the words of preparation. So we've got culmination and preparation. So the rest of this year is going to be quite still and slow. So those of you that are kind of really wanting to build on projects and everything like that, I want to talk a bit about that in a moment, about what's happening, because that is building ethereally, like in the ethers, energetically, but on the ground it doesn't look like it's happening. But you have to build something energetically before you can land it, and it comes through physically. So there's a lot going on there. I'm going to get back to that in a minute. But with Isis said, preparation. Do you know what I mean? It's like be slow for the rest of the year and allow all of this to move through, and let everything, like a game of Tetris, just settle in and click in, because that is effortless, easeful and flow. And you're going to move through that like a boss and just be like, chilling, no problem, this is amazing. But if you try and fight against it and dive into the chaos that's coming at you because of these massive energetic shifts, because there's another powerful day on the 21st of August, which I've been told is a big shift again. August is going to be off the chain. You're going to need September, October, November, December to just kind of integrate all of this. And then come next year, 2022, all the twos, very feminine energy, all about creation. We're in a different world. We're in the new earth, because you're the new earth. You're a new you, if you so choose it. But those that choose purgatory will stay there. That's up to them. So now, going back to this understanding, because we do get really frustrated, don't we? We're just like, I'm trying so hard to bring something through. Let me share with you now my process with the Tablets of Light tour in April 2022, which is pretty much in its place of culmination and completion. But here I am being called to Zimbabwe to now go on to Lake Kariba for 4 or 5 days to actually go and be with my family on Lion's Gate, which wasn't planned, but clearly Spirit put me there. I ended up being here. And I've basically been guided to just let that all come to pass and receive, fully receive. And then I will officially launch the tour when I get back. That made me vibrate quite a bit, because I was like, I'm like that, go, 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 go. No, let's go. I mean, me and my friend Amanda, who's just so special and amazing. Anyway, I've been co-creating ever such a lot. we've been working together and it's just been pop, pop, pop. And she was like, this is what I think needs to happen. And I listened to it and I was like, yeah, I do. I need to wait until I embody all these codes, and then I'll bring the Egypt tour through. Now, my other Marie self, who is basically, you know, the addict and just let's get this done, is going, oh my God, what are you doing? You're out of your mind. And then the other side of Miri, who's basically pure golden frequency, Egyptian codes deluxe, peaceful AF, is like, that's exactly what needs to happen. So right now I have the two oceans meeting. They're crashing against each other. That's something I've just got to work through because I'm so used to go, 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 go all the time. But you see, the magic and the creation comes in the stillness. That's the divine feminine. The divine feminine creates. That's the only way that you're going to have that come into your life. The divine feminine creates. You come with your divine masculine in the shadow, which is kind of what I'm doing a little bit of. It's going to bring through not what you want. It's not a desired outcome. It's control. It's basically abuse to you, actually. Do you know what I mean? It's not support. So I need to allow the divine masculine to just come into the light and then just hold the space for me. I'll get back from Kariba, receive my codes, everything's love and light, and then boom, my tour births. And there you have it. So it's been a really, really powerful journey designing this and putting together this Egypt tour. I could actually write a whole program. I could actually write a whole nother spiritual tour because of the tour, of what I've learned and what I've experienced through what the Lion's Gate has brought through to me, which is about understanding that expansion and that stillness, and expansion and stillness, how important it is. But what's actually happening is and this is what I want to talk about, when you create projects, especially if you work with energy, when you create projects and you feel like it's not getting anywhere, you're actually creating the temples of light up here. Your temple of light is your business being of light. It's a living, breathing thing. So you create first from up in the energy, okay, in the ethers, and then when it's ready to land, the divine masculine comes in right at the right time. In my case, at the end of Griba, when's your time? And he will say, right, come, I can hold you now. And she will land and it will be a beautiful union. So that's what we do when we create something. So don't ever forget. I mean, it might look on the ground like nothing's going on, but let me tell you, everything is going on, because your intention is like a weaving into a tapestry. Every day you turn up to your business creation or whatever creation it is that you're trying to bring forth. Maybe it's a baby, I don't know, but like, you know, you're just bringing it through every day, even though it might not be physically in your stomach ready to birth. It actually is, because you're birthing it up there and then you bring it through. So then when we get to January 2022, okay, those of us that have really kind of like moved through this in a focused awareness, those that haven't might have a bit of a different experience, but with those that have the focused awareness and the kind of picking up the spiritual breadcrumbs as you go, you can expect a very, very different year next year. And that's what the Lion's Gate is gifting to us. Previous years, it's been like holding ceremonies and all that, like I say, but this year is actually about being still, receiving what is for you, receiving what you need to complete the rest of the year and move into the 2022 next year. Remember what I said, that is what Isis says is preparation. It's not long to go now, but you've got to honor and have enough compassion for yourself, because without that, and without that heart light turned fully on, you do not pass go. You know what I mean? You do not go through the pearly gates. You do not end up in the golden pyramid. That's just clear. So you can sit there like a toy. You know those toys on their wheels, and they stand up against the wall and they just keep moving, but they're not going anywhere because they're up against this wall. You can do that. Or you can turn around where possible, like Gillian on the GPS says, and find another route and go through smoothly. So this is what I have to share with you. And I'm probably going to post a lot when I'm on Lake Kariba, because I'd love you to share that with me. It's a bit like my Kariba trip all over again. Not my Kariba trip, my Egypt trip, where I basically shared on the job. So yeah, I think this is me officially coming back online now, ready to share. So anyway, love and peace to y'all. Happy Lion's Gate for Sunday.